everybody, Michael here from clublexus.com, and today we're checking out a 2024 Lexus LC 500. Nothing major changed for this particular model year in terms of the performance, in terms of the styling, comfort, and all that sort of stuff. But as you'll see in just a second, they did a big update on the inside in terms of the radio and so forth. So let's go ahead and start on the inside. That way we'll put the top down. But coming into the inside, the first thing you're going to notice about this one here is that this is a Bespoke package model. So Bespoke package has been around for a few model years. You're able to customize certain color combinations and really make it your own. But for this particular one here, new for 2024 is this white and navy blue color combination with the amazing seats as well. I absolutely love these seats. They're heated and ventilated, not massaging, but the materials are just excellent. They feel really great, although personally I'm not brave enough to, here I'll go a little wider here. I am not brave enough to own a white interior car. Sorry for the shadow, but everything looks great, everything feels great. Stitched leathers, soft touch surfaces, just excellent, excellent quality. One of the most beautiful door panels in the industry at the moment, although they look really susceptible to kind of smudging, I guess you would say, especially with the white. But if you're brave enough and clean enough to have an interior like this, let's say you don't have children and you're meticulous, you could have a beautiful interior like this. But all right, we'll go ahead and start it up here. 2UR GSE 5-liter V8 engine. Under here you've got your hidden convertible buttons, which will automatically drop everything. The material here on the headliner is also really nice. I mean, it's one of the most luxurious convertibles that you can get. We've got our air deflector here in the back. Again, two-tone navy and white as well. The chime means we are done. So in here, you slide that back. Open this up. We've got USB-A and USB-C now, which is new for this year. And it all really relates to the fact that, oh, I love how that always slides. All goes to the fact here that Lexus has put in Lexus interface here for this particular model year. Previous generations, it had the old touchpad down here, a screen that was not touched that was more in line here, and of course you had the Lexus clock. So there are some folks here that prefer the old styling. And, you know, I get that. The aesthetic choices on the original was a little cleaner, but I don't think this ruins anything. I guess if you were, like, had mittens or something and wanted to kind of do your mode dial here, that might be an issue, but generally speaking, I think they made it fit. They made it seem, you know, it doesn't, like, pop up too far. There's no kind of loss, at least for my seating position in view. And you've got your nice wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto touchscreen here. All works really well. Obviously you can hit the Lexus button, go into the regular menu, navigation, satellite nav, all the different sources, phone. Here you got your vehicle information. This is more kind of an information section, and then the little widget means more settings, so you can do your add Bluetooth devices, adjust your sound parameters and this and that. And I'm just a guest here, obviously, with this press loaner 2024. But overall, to me, oh, and the other difference is there's no CD player as well, as best as I can tell. So CD player's gone, your wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android, no wireless charging pad that I've seen. Let me double check. Yeah, no wireless charging pad, but you can plug it in. This is a cup holder down here. The shift leather, again, such nice materials, you guys. Real metals. Very, very nice. I mean, even look at these shift paddles here. They're just amazing. So yeah, this has all been redone. This little panel here, you got your track, tune, power, volume, and everything like that. This will activate your heated and ventilated seats as an option there. So that's a kind of a shortcut to the menu. Otherwise, it's kind of buried. And lastly, we've got the view button where if you hit that, it'll take you from the menu over to your forward view camera, but you have to be in gear, which I didn't quite realize. I've been in park the whole time. Otherwise, it does kind of like a 360 situation when you're just in park, but that's perfectly fine. Overall, Really, we've been using this infotainment system now for about 2-3 model years. It works really well. It's nice and snappy. The layout for the satellite radio stuff is kind of okay, not great, but sharp, clear, works well. No complaints. Sound system in this car is excellent. Could use a touch more bass, but overall I like the layout. I mean, tactile buttons, nice materials. OS bar over here, again, a combination of metal and leathers. It's just, the interior here is fantastic. And I mean, it's a work of art in here, you guys. I mean, so much of this carries over from the LFA, just in terms of the design philosophy. Sorry for the flicker, everybody. Same steering wheel. Got the big trick right there. You get your auxiliary menus over here if, you know, you can toggle through different menus, MPGs, more settings, and kind of access vehicle menu functionality there, or just make it go away, and you've got your normal kind of gauge cluster and this and that. Over here you've got your radar, cruise control, that sort of stuff, stereo mode, select channels, speak, phone, all those types of normal things. And again, the paddle shifters, which are great. If you've never driven the 2UR GSE, it's 472 horsepower, not going to be the craziest compared to like a BMW or Mercedes. But for this car, this is the heavier one since it's the convertible. It moves the car really nicely, and this 10-speed automatic transmission is outstanding. It behaves differently depending on how you're driving it. We've got a bunch of different modes here. So we start off in normal mode, click off into Sport Plus. It's gonna hold your revs longer. It's gonna shift pretty hard. The shifts are almost instantaneous with the paddles. I mean, it's so good. Even if you're driving it lightly, it just nice, crisp. It rev matches when it downshifts in almost every mode, which sounds amazing. And then of course you can go in here into custom mode, which is an option. Normal and custom are, you press the button here, and that you go into the vehicle settings, and it's under vehicle customize in the custom drive mode. So I set it up so it's got the power, throttle mapping, and engine performance and shifting with the comfortable chassis. The chassis dampening, by the way, is very good. I think it could be a touch smoother overall, but that's not to say that it's uncomfortable. I'm just saying I've driven other vehicles, you know, from like Audi and so forth, and even Mercedes, that are just a little bit more smooth. Maybe it's the fact that it's got the 21-inch wheels, but these wheels are new for 2024 as well. Sitting on Dunlop tires now. When I first started reviewing these, they were on Michelin Super Sports, which is kind of a discontinued lineup. They still make them from some OEM applications and so forth, but as far as I know, there is no PS4s available in these particular sizes. And these wheels look like they'd be kind of a pain to maintain, just in terms of having to clean everything like that when you're detailing, but they're absolutely stunning. I think they're quite lovely and beautiful. Here's what the inside looks like from the outside with the top down. It's just so, again, it's not the spec I'd choose. What do you guys think? Are you brave enough to have a white interior car? I am not. But, oh, rear seating. It is, you could kind of, I'm about 6 feet tall, so that's my seating position. I don't think you can get anybody back there. Maybe a couple medium-sized or small and taller-ish people on the passenger side. This is removable here and fits in the trunk. Speaking of which, we'll go check that out as well. In the back here, so Lexus has a unique exhaust on the LCs that's different from the RC and different from the IS 500. This just sounds the business. It's got some interesting resonating chambers that just make it sound even better, especially with those rev match downshifts. In the trunk area, trunk space is very small. I've got my daughter's car seat and a camera here, but this is the same trunk size as the LC500 hybrid coupe. So when you get the LC500 actual coupe with the V8 like this one has, you get a slightly bigger trunk, although it's really not much for luggage. So you can get a couple groceries in here, maybe a couple small day bags, that type of deal. If you've never seen the handles here, you just pop them and they come out, and you can open the car when you go into gear, or after a little bit of time, they go away. Pop this open here, one hood. There it is, my friends, 5 liters of Japanese dual overhead cam direct injection incitement. This thing pulls all the way to 7,200 or 7,250 RPM. And it, like I said, it just sounds absolutely amazing. So fun to drive, even with this relatively heavy application. What's interesting now, this design first debuted, I think in 2018 or for the 2018 model year with the coupe. And so now Lexus is starting to move away from the spindle grille, but this is basically the direct descendant of the LFA in terms of being both hand-built, using exotic materials for the chassis and the way they designed it, and also the visuals as well, which carry over from that design from the late aughts. But yeah, you got your daytime running lights, triple beam LED headlights, this beautiful grille. Some folks, and I understand this, some folks are saying this needs a redesign. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Again, the wheels are looking amazing. Got this vent design here from the LFA, which also they kind of have this on the Supra as well, which is based on that concept. FT1, I think it was, that beautiful concept. All right, folks, wrapping up here inside the LC500, going for a cruise. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm not sure how the wind recording and speakers and microphones is gonna work, but in terms of overall experience, the LC500 is currently my favorite Lexus. Obviously the LFA is more special with that 10-cylinder motor. But the 2UR GSE 5-liter V8 is also a very, very special engine, even if it's not quite as special. And just driving around in this thing, it's a smile machine. This is a car that you could get to just run errands, go across country, although storage is limited. It's comfortable, it's quick, it's luxurious, nicest interior that Lexus offers right now, in my opinion. You've got the good radio finally, so you don't have those annoyances. It's a little bit easier to use. And then just, it's a total 360-degree immersive experience with the amazing V8, sounds coming in, comfortable, highway cruising, commuting, almost anything you want to do, but put a lot of people into it and a lot of baggage. And of course, you know, if you want a more driver's-oriented experience for more kind of track type stuff, you know, the RCF and the Toyota Supra are going to be just a little bit more precise, but this is the best Lexus, hands down. I don't care that it doesn't have 600 horsepower or that it's not mid-engine or whatever you want to say. It is just a joy machine, absolutely fun all of the time. Yeah, well, I'm in a neighborhood, we're gonna keep it slow here, but anyway. Beautiful car, perfected now that we have the upgraded touchscreen interface. Anything that was annoying is now gone, and I don't know, I can't say enough how much I love this car, and I hope that everyone watching this either gets to experience or someday maybe buy one. The 2018s, by the way, the coupes from the first model year, they're coming down in price. I've seen them in like the 60s or 70s, so about half price of what this one is here. And that's a lot of fun and a lot of comfort. You don't get the drop top, of course, and you don't get the upgraded radio, but you know, it's a lot of fun for the money. So I think the LCs are gonna be, there's gonna be, I think, a second generation of people really loving these things. And I just hope everybody gets to experience one, and as many people as possible can buy one, because it's a really special car, basically the last of its kind, and so amazing. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.